How's it going, everybody? Shockwave984 here, and today is going to be a complete anime series collection. And right away, just want to apologize for the lack of videos. I got a real bad cold and also a sore throat, so I couldn't really speak too well. But finally, it cleared up not too long ago. So yeah, so just to let you guys know, I'm doing all right. And for those new to the channel, welcome. Thank you guys. For checking out the content. Hope you guys are enjoying it. And with this, this is going to be on a series that I grew up watching. It played on Cartoon Network on its Toonami line or lineup, and that is Yu Yu Hakusho. So with that, let's go ahead and get started. Now there are two editions for this series, both DVD and Blu-ray format. So this one's going to look at the DVD versions, and I just finished collecting the Blu-rays, which I'll show at another time. So first up we have, these are Funimation releases. Season 1 of Yu Yu Hakusho, or Ghost Files, as it's also called. And these are really nice thin pack sets. Here's Season 1, Episodes 1 through 28. And there you see the lead, Yusuke Urameshi. And this is what it looks like on the side there. Got the top. And here is the back here. So it is a 4-disc set. And the battles you've been waiting for have arrived. Yeah, yeah. This was a really big deal when this finally got a complete series run. Well, I think it had an initial run of individual box sets and stuff. They were really big sets with individual DVDs and everything like that. And I want to say they released it all, and these were re-releases. So there's the story details. It's a straight up pull no punches fighting anime. That's partly right. Yeah, there's a lot of big battle stuff. And here are some extras here. Profiles, songs. And here are some screenshots. It is raining and stuff outside, so I got some light, and I have my my lamp on just to kind of help with it there. And then on the very bottom here, it's in real small writing. So this is only English and Japanese with English subtitles. So yeah, no other language, but yeah. And then here are the cases. And these are really cool. Now, I'm not sure if these are from the initial, maybe Japanese DVDs or something, but really nice artwork. Yeah, really cool. And here is the back. Oh, okay, so here's the first one. So it'll tell you the, yeah, you can see my lamp is on. It'll give you the list of episodes per disc. And there is reversible artwork. And here they are. This 1 and 2. And I might not do this with all of them because it is 5 sets. So I just want to show everything as possible to get some really cool line art of the 4. Kuwabara, Kurama, Hiei, and Yusuke. All 4. And this show, so what is this about? So you follow Yusuke Urameshi, kid right there in the green. And he is pretty much your school delinquent. I think it's high school or middle school. I want to say it's high school. And you follow him, and Kuwabara is this guy he also knows, which is right here. He's kind of like the school, maybe not bully, but tough guy. And Kuwabara is also known to be this real tough guy. They're kind of like rivals in a way, kind of goofy the way they act. But really cool story with the way they do this. So he, you see his life as it is right now. And, he's just a delinquent. His teachers and principals are trying to help him. There are some that pretty much just don't like him. Here is season 2 with Kuwabara. He ends up doing something that just makes everybody go, wait, he did that? And he, in an attempt to save someone, ends up being killed because of it. He gives his life to save somebody, a child, actually. And it gives you a really big perspective on his character. Like, he's not entirely a bad guy. He has this, his friend, this girl who, I believe they're like childhood friends, and she's always trying to help him and things like that, trying to give him good advice, get him to go to school and not skip, classes and things like that. But he gets a second chance when he meets this lady named Botan, who's pretty much the Grim Reaper. And, you just follow it from there, and he eventually becomes what's called a spirit detective. And a whole bunch of things has happened from then on, and it is a amazing adventure. You get to see all these people he meets, humans and, creatures, and there is a thing with, like yokai, like monsters, demons, and, different creatures. And it's just incredible. And the battles in here are so well done. This has that like classic, like hand-drawn look to it, pretty much. And there was a lot of like comparisons with this with Dragon Ball Z, or just Dragon Ball in general. I think it was Z that was out when this came out. There was a lot of that. Because remember that being a big thing. Like, he meets this guy right here named Kuwabara, who pretty much helps him get a second chance. And, it's just really well done the way they did the story. Like, you do have your battle stuff. It's pretty much like a battle shonen, because this is a manga as well. I do not have it. I know it got a big reprint, I think a few years ago, because it was out of print, I think, for a long time. And luckily it did, so I think I will eventually pick that up. And here is season 3 with Hiei. This is one of the guys he meets and fights. And also, let's talk about the voice acting. Very well done. All the main cast, his friend, Yusuke himself, sounds really good. Hiei, Kurama, Kuwabara, Botan, everybody just does a really good job. Even just side characters, just people they meet. They took really good care to do right with the voice acting. It was very well done. And there he is. Toguro, really big character. He was awesome. Him and his brother. His brother's really creepy. Here is Yusuke's teacher, which is right here. She was awesome. You might recognize her voice as pretty much that's her name, Genkai. You might recognize her as a certain villain from Dragon Ball Z. Has multiple forms, has a tail with a purple dome. You get the picture. Yes, it's a voice of Frieza that plays Genkai, and it is awesome. There's some really great artwork on these. And she's played really well. Yeah, just everybody in general just did a good job. Music, some of the best songs I've heard during a series, just in general, both in English and Japanese, because I believe they translated, I think, all the songs into English, and they sound really good. Some of them very upbeat. You got some more like with kind of almost like a rock kind of tone, but very well done. And story-wise, yeah, so you follow that part, when he's trying to get his second chance, and you follow it from there. You also have a big deal with what's called the Chapter Black Saga, which is right here. This gives you, he's pretty much featured in here, this character here. Togoro, who is, he is part of the pretty much Dark Tournament Saga. That's a pretty big deal. That leads into, once he shows up, you know, it leads into that. There are, I think, about 3 or 4 tournament kind of arcs. Mostly 2 big ones, and then there's like mini kind of stuff. But then once they come together as a group, here is Kurama Throw for season 4, the final season. There is, you know, like they fight together as like a team, and they'll have things like, all right, you go first, all right, you do this challenge, I'll take this guy, you take that one, you know, different things like that. And it's just really cool. Their chemistry as a team is very good, and the big thing in here is about spirit energy. You know, you find out that is an actual like power source. Like you find out different things about Yusuke. You know, that he is apparently super strong. You have, you know, Kurama and Hiei, who have their own abilities. Kuwabara. Man, is Kuwabara awesome. He is really good. He's like your comic relief, pretty much, for the show. But the thing is with him and Yusuke, you know, they're just human, pretty much. I mean, you do find out some things with certain characters, but, you know, Kuwabara is awesome. He's really cool. There's he gets, like, this sword. I think, what was it, Yusuke? He could fire, like, spirit beams. And he names them different things, like spirit gun, I think shotgun. It's kind of odd the way they do it. But yeah, it's pretty funny. And for, you know, Kuwabara, he has like this big thing about awareness. Like he can sense things, sense spirits and things. His sister, who you do meet, also has that ability. So you have like different things in here, which is really cool. All different kinds of themes. And just overall a really fun show. So this is 112 episodes long. And the thing is, what I read about with the way this series ended is that I think that's a tribute to the manga also, kinda. And here's all 4 of them. Now, okay, I'll talk about this first. That's kind of the way the manga kind of went, where it gets up to a certain point and then it just kind of, I think, just stops. I don't think it's fully fleshed out, but I haven't read it, so I'll just kind of letting you guys know a little bit about what I've read about it. And here are all of them, all the main team, and right here, there's the names. There's the seasons, and here is the top, and right here. So these are really cool sets. But yeah, the way the series ends, it does feel like it just kind of stops. But it's good for what it is. You know, you do get to a certain point where you kind of feel like, oh, okay, I kind of see where they're going. And that's also, I think, a tribute to the manga, because I think the original mangaka, it's pronounced a couple different ways. Did it like he was changing the way he was doing things, like he wanted to go into a more serious tone, and I think that does show in the anime as well. So, you know, it does kind of start out as like your regular like battle kind of shonen and stuff, but you get a lot more development, especially towards the end. Really well done. And let's see, yeah, so you have the seasons, so all 112 episodes, and there is a movie and OVA, and I want to say this is all of it. So you have the movie, and I want to say is it Ezo Hakusho? It's like an OVA. And what you're going to notice here is that they look kind of different. I'm not sure it is done by the same studio. And the movie and stuff, this does not have the same voice cast. They sound really different, and especially Kuwabara with the way he sounds. He's got this real deep voice in the show. and it's just kind of odd. So I'm wondering if this will ever get, like, maybe the movie will get redubbed or something like that. So you have the movie, you have the OVA, there's something called Nightmare Hakusho, excuse me. Scenes from the Dark Tournament, which is a real big arc. You have these anti-piracy clips, opening and ending, encyclopedia. And because, yeah, the music is really good. You have a lot of different songs. And even the music that plays during the fights or just people talking, just very, very well done. And yeah, you can kind of tell they look a little bit different, like maybe they're a little bit older. And then here's the regular case underneath. All looks the same. And here are the discs. So you have disc 1, the movie, and OVA, or it'll just say both. And let's take this out. And here they are. But yeah, they still look good, very well animated. And the movie is really short. It's one of those, it's like a pretty much Dragon Ball Z movie or a lot of anime films for long running shows. Especially shonen, where it's maybe about an hour, but that's with the credits, like it ends just under, and then it has the credits that prolong it. And the OVA is pretty good for what it is too. And with that, that just about does it for Yu Yu Hakusho, all of the DVD editions. Excuse me, burping. So I want to say that you could still get these, the season sets and the and the movie and OVA set as well, because I believe this is all of it. This is all together. There are older DVDs of the seasons and of the movie and stuff. I think the OVA had a DVD release also. I want to say it did. So let's go ahead and display a couple of these. So let's do... Yeah, there we go. We'll just do these 3. And I do apologize if I was kind of rambling there. It's just it's been a while since I made a video. Just glad to finally be able to speak. Yeah, just wait for sore throat to clear up there. Alright. And there they are. All look good together. So Yu Yu Hakusho, this is one of my favorite shows. It is amazing. You know, it starts out, you know, regular kind of battle shonen and stuff, but even in the earlier parts, you get really good development, and it just progresses from then on. You have a lot of, you know, you have comedy, action, adventure, thrills, mystery, you have tragedy, you have a lot of, you know, things about the past that come back to haunt certain characters. You know, you have a lot of, yeah, you have a lot of drama too, especially with, you know, thing in school. You know, and Yusuke is a great lead. He's really cool. He is like, you know, kind of rough and tumble, tough guy, you know, in school, but he's a really good character. Kurama is great. Hiei, Genkai, the teacher's amazing. I mean, it's the voice of Frieza, the original Frieza, before, you know, its current voice actor, or actor. I think it's a voice actor. Yeah, and Kuwabara, just awesome character, funny as heck, but really strong, and, you know, has a good heart. Has a very cool code of honor that he talks about. Excuse me. And yeah, so with that, like the video if you do, subscribe if you like, and have you seen any of Yu Yu Hakusho? And feel free to let me know what you guys think. And you know, there were a lot of comparisons with this and Dragon Ball. I want to say it was Dragon Ball Z. And you know, what do you guys think of both? You know, this I think is more serious in a lot of ways, and, you know, unfortunately it just kind of stopped, but for what it is, it's a great show. And with that, I'll see you guys next time.